Good morning. Early morning coffee talk. It's early. It's quiet. Nobody's up. Here's a little bit, whatever. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about when I say fit to serve. And really, after last night, I had just a little setback. Maybe it's fit to respond, not react, because the world reacts. I react. We all react. But when I refer to the old me, like 10 plus years ago, I would react. I still react. We all react. But I'm learning to respond based on what I'm learning while studying the Bible, studying God's Word. So I wanted to read something after I get this out of my eye. Okay, so January 6th, I start the next round of the Wellness Revelation book study on Monday nights. And then on Tuesday nights, we're going to dig deeper into that chapter, and we're going to talk more about how to get our dreams and God's vision and our purpose, and just to live a wholehearted, extraordinary life. That's what we were made to do, right? We were not made for dread. We were not made for all the ick. But we take it in, we take it on, we wear it, we carry it around, and we're not made for that. So I want to read this to you. I wrote this down during some sermon notes from, let's see, when was it? Earlier this year in May. I want to be a woman of faith. We want that. I want to be a woman of character. Of course we want that. I want to be someone that you can use in a mighty way. Help me face the future in faith without knowing what. Help me follow your leading without knowing where. Help me wait for your timing without knowing when. Help me expect a miracle without knowing how. Help me to trust your plan and purpose without knowing why. And help me to continue to persist and endure without knowing how long. That is good. I may type that out for you, because it's not about me, but it's about me, right? I'm asking for help. And that was one thing when I was typing up the discussion questions for what we're going to start in January. The whole why. We all want to know why. And let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see. I'm not very prepared. Getting there. So the whole knowing why and how and when and where and what, instead of, we know why. Why? Because God made us this way. No, that doesn't make sense. I think you know what you mean. I think you know what you mean. This early morning coffee talk. Fit to respond. Okay, so you can see the computer in my glasses. Sorry. So the enemy's goal is to use guilt, insecurity, and fear to keep us from growing a full, joyful life. All these things, it's too early. All these things that we're asking help for. So I wrote this little thing about asking. Maybe I'm not very prepared. But that's because I'm human and I'm in the process. So, okay. Action steps. Here, I found it. So to be that woman of faith, to be that woman of character, to help, to ask God to help us face the future in faith without knowing anything, there's some action steps, things that we can do in prayer. We can, first of all, and I'm going to throw this one, you have to enlarge your capacity to receive. I'm not a good receiver. I'm getting there. I'm working on it. Because you can't, like I say, I'm a good giver, not a good receiver. Well, you can't be one without the other. And my friend Mia is teaching me good things about how to be a receiver. I think of that in football. You can't be a good receiver if you can't be a good giver. Get it? Okay. Request. Ask God for what you need. So this whole paper I was reading, help me to face the future. Help me to follow your leading. Help me to wait for your timing. Help me expect a miracle. Help me to trust your plan. You've got to ask. He knows, but you've got to ask. He wants to hear from you. Change the way you think. I think I've been talking all year about this. A renewed mind is possible. We talked about this on Monday during our group session. A renewed mind is possible. You've got to stop saying, well, okay, no, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I've got to stop saying, this is just the way I am. Because it's possible to change. God created us to think creatively. Refuse to allow limited thinking to infiltrate your mind and watch God blow your mind. There's so much more, but I'm at 7 minutes, so I gotta go. Let me read this once more. I want to be a woman of faith. I want to be a woman of character that you will use in a mighty way. Help me to face the future in faith without knowing what. Help me follow your leading without knowing where. Help me wait for your timing without knowing when. Help me expect a miracle without knowing how. Help me to trust your plan and purpose without knowing why. And help me continue to persist and endure without knowing how long. See you next week. It'll be Thanksgiving next week.